Hello and welcome to your power practice. My name is Claudia and this will be a 30-minute session to target your hamstrings. So when you're ready, please come and join me on your back. We will start lay down. So give yourself a moment to consciously arrive in the space that you're in. Let the back line of your body relax towards the ground. Let the front line of your body soften. And then close the eyes. And with the eyes closed, begin to draw your attention towards your breath. Take a slow breath in through the nose. And then you can part the lips ever so gently and breathe out from the mouth. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more, so breathe in to fill all the way up. Fill. And then exhale to release. Now you can just close the mouth, let the breath move in and out from the nose, and then stretch yourself out of this stillness. Begin to bend your left knee, extend your right leg towards your roof, and then wrap your hands around your right thigh, calf, or ankle. And if this feels accessible, extend your left hamstring for a deeper stretch. Draw the right leg closer in and rotate through the right ankle joint. Find the breath and then deepen it. Now go ahead and place the right foot to the mat. Lift the left leg towards your roof. Wrap the hands around the calf, the ankle, wherever feels best for you. And if that feels easy to do, then you'll begin to extend your right leg forwards. And again, bring in a little bit of movement through the ankle, the foot, the toes, rotating one way and then moving the opposite way. So as we open the hamstrings, let's begin to also engage the core. Press down through your lower back. Suction your navel in as if you were in a corset. And then start to lift up your spine. We're going to scissor the legs. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, switch the crossing of your legs. Take another inhale. Exhale, switch. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out, switch. Yeah, again, inhale. Exhale, switch. We're gonna double time now. Breathe in, breathe out and switch, 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 switch. There we go. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and draw everything in from here and let it all go. That's it. Start to roll your spine forwards. Let's come into downward facing dog, this inverted V shape. Bring your hands shoulder width apart, the feet hip width apart. And then you can just pedal out the feet slightly. That's it. Bend your knees and push your chest towards your thighs. And then see if you can start to straighten out your hamstrings as you drive your heels towards the ground. Push and plunge your chest back towards your thighs and keep your fingertips spread and plugging forwards and down. So we find length through the spine and through the back of the legs. Now lengthen the breath and start to move yourself forwards towards the top of your mat. Maybe the hamstrings can stay straight. until eventually, mindfully, you will bend your knees and fold yourself in half. Grab hold of opposite elbows and sway your upper trunk from side to side, moving slowly and tenderly. And it's also a nice way to just release and dissolve any tightness, any tension that might be storing or lingering from your day or week or month. Just give it some space. Give yourself a little shaky shake, a little wakey wake. And then let's have you release your arms, tuck your chin in and start to roll yourself all the way to stand. Stack the spine, roll the shoulder blades back and down and tuck your chin. Release your arms by your sides. Allow the palms to face forwards. Now find your breath. Slow it down. Breathe in. Breathe out. We will start to pick up the energy. Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskar A. With your next inhale, you will start to reach your arms all the way up over you. Stretch yourself up. Keep your belly engaged and then fold yourself forwards and down. Release your skull. Halfway lift, breathe in. Your spine is like an ironing board. The weight is forwards. And then as you exhale, step the right foot back and then the left foot back, high plank. Shift yourself forwards in your high plank as you dome your upper body. And then lower high plank to low plank, also known as chaturanga. Lift yourself into upward facing dog, pressing through the backs of the feet. And then send yourself into downward facing dog. Push the heels, press the hands, breathe. With your next inhale, reach your right leg back behind you. As you exhale, scoop your right knee in towards your nose, squeeze in, and then drop the foot in between your hands. Lower the left knee, lift up your arms, interlace your fingers and release the index fingers so you have this pistol grip mudra. Keep your right knee over your ankle, keep your hip over your knee, and then begin to tilt your spine back slightly so you feel more activation through the hip flexor. Now push your hips back and fold over the right leg for a half split stretch. Find your depth here, your capacity, folding into the right leg gracefully. Keep that right foot flexed, keep the breath steady, and then we'll re-bend the right knee, push through the right foot, pick up the left knee, and extend your arms, high lunge position. Find posterior tilt here, which means you tilt your hips under. Nice. Engage the quadriceps and the glute muscles. In other words, squeeze your butt cheeks as you send your left heel back. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, fold over the right leg. Begin to straighten out your hamstrings to the best of your ability. We call this pyramid pose. Some of you may be able to bring your forehead towards your right knee. Now work with your breath rather than against it. As you breathe in, find some length through the spine. And as you breathe out, see if you can fold a little deeper. Now your hands will push down and your right leg will reach back behind you into a three-legged dog. Your right foot will step to the outside of the right wrist using the strength of your hip. You're going to turn all 10 toes to the long side of the mat, spin the feet out, bend your left knee, and then lower your hips towards your left heel. Skandasana shape. So we find this deep external rotation. Find dominance through the right heel as you drive through the foot. Again, draw the toes in towards the shin, and everyone find a proud chest. So lift up the spine. Now let's shimmy ourselves to Skandasana to the front. Bend the right knee. Extend your left hamstring. The same rules apply. Flex the foot. Lift the spine. Breathe. As you breathe out, we're going to begin to twist and turn all the way to the front of the mat. Push your hands down, step into your high plank position, shift forwards, and then lower high plank to low plank. Keep the elbows in, roll over the feet, lift up the spine, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to recommit, recenter, and reconnect. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let's extend the left leg back, stretch it back, and then squeeze the knee towards the nose. Foot lands in between the hands, the right knee comes down. Arms will lift up, interlace your fingers and release the index fingers. Really steady your base, the bottom half of your body, to look after the upper body. You're squeezing in through your glute muscles, through your inner seams of the thighs, and lifting through the sternum, through the chest. Breathe deep. As you exhale, fold over the left leg and push your hips back. Half split position. You can walk your hands forwards, you can lift your chest up. Try to flex through the left foot and then really weave in your breath. As you exhale, see if you can find more depth. Now with your next breath in, start to shift forwards. As you exhale, lift up the back knee and lift up your arms. High lunge position. We are targeting the legs here. Strengthen them and then lengthen your upper torso. Lift your rib cage up out of your pelvis. Keep your neck nice and long. Rebend the left knee. Keep committing to sending your right heel back so you target that hamstring, and then fold over the left leg. Push the hips back slightly. We find pyramid position, and that's going to look different for every one of us. You want to target the hamstrings again, so find a place where you can feel them switch on, and then switch on your breath. So breathe in, breathe out. Your hands are going to press down towards the ground now, and then the left leg will sweep back behind you into three-legged dog. Step the foot to the outside of the left wrist. It's controlled, okay? It's not a slingshot. And then once the foot lands, we will maneuver ourselves into Skandasana towards the back of the mat. Bend the right knee, lower the hips, lift up your chest. Feel that fire through the inner seam of the left leg. And then again, point the left toes upwards. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Now shift and shuffle to the top of your mat. Try to keep your hips nice and low. Make this even more juicy. Breathing deep. As we breathe out, we'll turn to the front of the mat. Set yourself up, so strap yourself in a high plank and then lower yourself down, high plank to low plank. Lift up your chest, upward facing dog. Keep pressing through the backs of the feet and squeezing the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Now we shall move breath to movement, one round through that flow. Look forwards and then spring yourself forwards. Halfway lift, fold. Press through the feet, rise up through your arms. Take a breath in and lift up. Breathe out and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, a nice strong spine. Exhale, jump the feet back into Chaturanga. Up dog as you inhale, down dog as you exhale. You breathe your right leg back behind you. Keep it strong. Step the right foot in between the hands. Drop the left knee. Lift up your arms. Take a big breath in. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Push the hips back, half split. Inhale, high lunge position. Lift up the left knee, lift up your arms. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Straighten out your hamstrings. Press the hands down and then sweep that right leg back behind you, three-legged dog. Step the foot to the outside of the wrist. We're turning to the long side of the mat, Skandasana, to the back. Bend the left knee, breathe in. Shift to the front, breathe out. Inhale, arrive. Exhale, turn to the front, high plank position. Lower yourself down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and send the left leg back with your next inhale. Step the left foot forwards as you exhale. Drop the right knee, lift up your arms, interlace the hands. Big breath in to open the chest. Breathe out to fold over the left leg. As you inhale, we will lift ourselves into a high lunge. Pick up the back knee, lift the arms, take the gaze up, and then fold over the left leg. Hamstring stretch, pyramid. Hands press down now so your left leg can sweep back behind you. Three-legged dog. Breathe in. Foot to the outside of the left wrist. Breathe out. Turn to the side of the mat, Skandasana to the back, bend your right knee. Breathe as the chest opens. Breathe out to the front of the mat. Inhale, prepare Skandasana. Exhale, high plank, lowering down, Vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we are going to work into one more round where we will add a little in. When you're ready, you will take a breath in and look forwards. As you breathe out, step, flow, fly your feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, take a breath in. Fold yourself down, breathe out. Come all the way to stand with this energy. Lift up your arms, salute the sun. Exhale, fold forwards and down. Halfway lift, breathing in. Jumping into high plank position, breathing out, lower. Lift up, downward facing dog. As you inhale, the right leg moves all the way back behind you with some vigor. Breathe in. Step the right foot in between the hands. Breathe out. Drop the left knee. Lift up your arms. Prepare yourself well. Low lunge, also known as Anjaneyasana. Breathe in. Exhale into half split, otherwise known as half Hanumanasana. Or if you wish, we can take this into full Hanumanasana pose, full split position. If you wish to take it there, you will start to send your weight back forwards, pick up your left knee, and then wiggle the left foot back slightly. Now drop the knee, lift up your shoulders so they're over your hips, and the weight of your upper body should lower the bottom half of the body. Find your variation, flex through both feet, deepen the breath, inhale. Now as you exhale, we will come on out. Rebend the front knee, take yourself into a high lunge. Good, now bring the hands to heart center. Steady your gaze here, so just look forwards out of the screen. Find your drishti, your focus. And then take your left knee into your chest, one-legged Tadasana pose. Ground through your right foot. Option to stay here or option to bring left hand to knee, right hand to hip. Third option is to take the peace fingers of the left hand and wrap them around the big left toe. Drive your left heel forwards. Lift your spine like a pillar, the crown of the head like an antenna. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring both hands to your hips and then pendulum that left leg back. I know it's challenging. I am right there with you. Bend your right knee, drop the foot, lift up your arms. We're back into the flow. High lunge, breathe in. Fold over the right leg, breathe out, pyramid. Press the hands down so the right leg can sweep all the way back behind you. Three-legged dog. Inhale yourself there. As you exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right wrist. Then to the long side of the mat, Skandasana, left knee bends. Lift up your chest. We are going to work your hips. Shift to the front. Keep those hips low. How low can you go? Shift to the back. That's it. Make it spicy. To the front. One more. All the way to the back. And then we'll take ourselves to the front and you will turn to the front. Now, as you approach high plank, maybe you keep the right foot off the mat and you lower three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha, down dog. Your final side. Left leg goes back, breathe. Left foot steps forwards, breathe out. Right knee comes down, arms lift up. Take a big inhale to lift up. As you exhale, fold over the left hamstring. Send the hips back, walk the hands forwards, half Hanumanasana. This is the first layer. The second layer is just shuffling slightly forwards to pick up your right knee and then send the right knee further back. So we are working into a split variation. Your hips can absolutely be high. You can just test your capability today. If you have more capacity, then lower the hips, drive through both heels, lift the spine, keep sending the right hip forwards, breathe in. As we breathe out, we will come on out. We will meet in a high lunge position, lift up the arms, and then you will take your hands into prayer position at the center of your chest. Transfer the weight forwards, pick the right knee up and send it in. So you can stay here, my love, or the right hand can come to the knee and the left hand to the hip. Or the peace fingers of the right hand wrap around your big right toe. Extend the leg forwards, lift up your chest, lift up through your spine, your crown. Take one more breath in. Now as we breathe out, release the hands, bring them to the hips, and then send the right foot back. Slowly does it. Drop the toes, bend the left knee, and lift up your arms. High lunge position, breathe in. Fold over the left leg, breathe out. Pyramid pose. Let the hands press down. And then begin to extend that left leg back behind you. Three-legged dog. This is it. Your foot comes to the outside of the left hand. Skandasana all the way to the back of your mat so your right knee bends. How much can you sink your hips down? How much can you lift your heart? And then keep things low as you shift to the front. And then all the way to the back. Keep doing that a few times, side to side. And then we're going to move all the way back to the front, turn to the front, set yourself up in a three-legged high plank, lower, to lift yourself up, and then send yourself into downward facing dog where you shall drop to your knees. Let the shins come down, hips to heels, lift up your spine, and then just gather your hands somewhere on your body. Close your eyes. Take a few moments to regulate your breathing in and out from the nose as you notice what is present. Notice if anything has shifted. Notice if anything has changed. Notice if anything has shifted. Notice if anything has changed. Notice if anything has shifted. Notice if anything has changed. Notice if anything has shifted. Notice if anything has changed. Notice if anything has changed. Notice if anything has shifted. Notice if anything has changed. Notice if anything has shifted. Notice if anything has changed. Notice if anything has shifted. Notice if anything has changed. 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 Notice if anyth and notice what has arisen. It's been my honor to practice with you today, bowing to you to say namaste. See you next time.